Good morning, brothers and sisters. Doug White down here in Alabama. Like I say, I had my coffee and the wheels are turning. Thought I'd get back again with you. Okay? Anybody that wants to listen in, they're welcome. They're welcome to tune in. But you have to deal with my short-term memory loss and little things like that. Not long-term memory loss, but short-term memory loss. And all the way through the video. You'll have to worry about that. But, you know, every once in a while I'm able to trip over my words and get something out. But good to be back with you here. I notice there's a few people listening in. And even in the middle of the night, they'll be pissed. You know, I'll be over there asleep and somebody across the sea will stumble over one of my videos and put a comment. I think that's cool. But anyway, great to get back with everybody. Had a few more thoughts here that I thought I'd put out there to the general public. All my videos are PG. I hope. Of course, somebody doesn't believe, you know, it might be shocking to a lot of folks, you know. But anyway. Yeah. Sure. Had to go run an errand and do something. My wife asked me just a minute ago, did it? We had some little chunks of ham in the refrigerator. Pack, you know, nice pack of little chunks of ham. She asked me, did I want to have omelet tonight? I said, I sure do. It sounded good to me. Omelet, ham omelet. So she's going to make up a big ham omelet for us tonight. Of course, I can't eat hardly anything now. But I have to chew 1,000 times each little because of if I had a steak, I'd have to run it through one of these meat blenders and make it like a cream potatoes before I could eat it. But in fact, I wish somebody would come up with that, you know, a cream potato steak, you know, or you know how that potted meat is, something like that for us old folks, so we could eat steak again. But anyway, just thought I'd get back with you and talk. I got some stuff on my mind. I wrote it down because, like I say, I have short memory loss. I can remember back when I was young, just like it was putting up on a screen up there. But from moment to moment, I forget what I'm going to say. So I had to write it down. Anyway, we were talking about life. It's trial and error, brothers and sisters. Trial and error. I remember one of my oldest granddaughters plays softball, travel ball. And I noticed some of these other kids, the grown-ups or the parents and the coaches, they would be real hard on them, you know, when they're learning to play the game and learning to play softball. But I didn't do. I thought, well, you know, it's kind of like learning. You know, if you make it a law, like you know, if you make it a law, you know, you got to do this, you got to do that. But if you make it a game, and make it fun, trial and error. Say trial. If somebody's afraid to fail, then he's not going to try. You see what I'm saying? They get tired. So some of the parents are like, some of the kids out there in a real tight ball, just as tense as they can be because they can't make an error. But they can't make an error because they know mom and daddy or somebody is going to holler at them, or some coach or something going to holler at them, get mad with them. But that wouldn't be my way to tell them. I told my little grandbaby, I said, look, baby, I love you. I don't care if you make 1,000 mistakes in one game. It doesn't matter. You just be out there, be relaxed, and have fun because it's just a game. It's just a game, and besides that, that's what life's all about, trial and error, finding out. You know, we learn by trial and error. That's why we shouldn't get so mad at people that have the wrong doctrine. They might not have found out the true gospel, but I spent most of my life believing something that wasn't true. So it's life is trial and error, brother and sister, trial and error. And the ones that I turned my little granddaughter loose. Of course, she's got some real patient people that teach you now. But I tell you what, after I did that, after you do that, you know that no matter how many mistakes you make, that the one that's teaching you loves you in spite of all your errors. Then they start learning. They start learning. My little grandbaby can rip one with a bat, and she can feel. I mean, she's like a elk out there when she's going after the ball. She's just she's done progressed into the the real ball players kind you see at these colleges. They can throw it, and you say, golly, they're better than the boys. Yeah, they are better than the boys in softball anyway. But anyway, just want to talk about that. Life is trial and error, brother and sister. And that's what you ought to think about it. What God, He's going to let you, no matter how many mistakes you make, He loves you. That's the way I roll down here in Alabama. Just like riding a bike. Well, some of them grandbabies, just leave them alone. For a while, put them out there in the grass where if they fall off, they'll fall off on, it don't hurt so much to let them learn, say. Let's see. Oh, I said, yeah, in that other video that I didn't like to write much, but it's not just the writing. I wrote books, and I got a stack of papers that high that I write. It's just not writing, but it's the matrix writing. I don't like to do that kind of stuff, but I'll write, and I'll read too. But I like to do it towards something. I like to get something out of it, not this maze of stuff that they put you in, down here. I learned how to text. I've learned how to text here recently. Didn't know that was on my phone, and I've learned that. And like I say, it's kind of a slow thing with these cell phones. If they try to tell you everything at one time, you won't ever get it. But it's kind of line upon line with a cell phone. So I'm learning more and more. The more I get at it, the more I'm learning about it. Didn't realize I had this sitting in my pocket all the time. And anyway, I'm learning how to text now, and I text, back and forth to people I know, and things you wouldn't do when you call them up on the phone, you can put it down on paper on the text thing, and tell them what's going on. And I think that's private. Isn't that private between you and them? Somebody out there let me know. I don't think it's supposed to be private. Of course, Big Brother's probably got that under control too. But anyway, just wanted to talk some more about what's on my mind. I saw Russian vids. I started looking back on some of his old videos, and I saw one there that I think I'm gonna put it up on my paper. And it's about that ice wall. It's about the ice wall. I know some people say, well, oh, that's fake too. That can be fake too. But it's interesting just to look at it, If you show that to somebody, they'll say, well, that's fake, So maybe it is. I don't know. But it's interesting to look at it. And it's on the Russian business. I'm going to put it up on my little, over there in my playlist because it's kind of moving. I put it up on the stereo where it had good sound behind it. And it's showing the ice wall, It seems to me, it looks like to me like some worker or somebody there, might have been just a little peon, somebody that was just working up there, and he pulled out one of these cameras and he started filming it from a plane. It looks real to me. Maybe they can fake that too, but it looks real to me. And that wall, majestic scene, brother, on that, it's just like you can imagine Captain Cook, trying to find an entrance into that thousands and thousands and thousands of miles, nautical miles, he tried to get into that. But to me, brother, said seeing is believing, but I hadn't been there, so I can't really vouch for it. But I'm just saying it's interesting to look at this, and because of the fog on the window, and him doing the little glove there, trying to get a better view of everything, and also the ocean, and the plane. It's the plane, the vibration of the plane, the wings, the body of the plane. All those things come into view. It looks like somebody holding a camera to me, but could be wrong. But it's interesting anyway. People can look at that. It's the ice wall, and that was up on Russian Beds. Uh, I looked at that. We talked about this thing about everybody being a shield and everything. And I told you what I was going to do this year. If there's all these people are working for the other side, at least I don't know who they are. These big names that I like them. I like them anyway. But I'm gonna take the information I get there and I'm gonna use it. If I think if I like it, I'll use it. I don't know the intentions of everybody's heart, brother and sister, and we get in a big trap when we try to do that. So I'm not gonna do that. I don't know who's for real and who ain't for real, but I know one thing. I'll tell you this one thing: a house divided cannot stand. So if any of these people are working for the other side and they're giving the information to wake people up, well then that house is gonna fall. So that's my view on that matter. No, I still write. I still use English language. I'm still learning about these old little phones, but I don't. I can't stand this other kind of paperwork. It drives me insane. The filling out all these papers. I've come to a corner. I've come to a barrier there. I've come to an ice wall on that. And we know there's no getting over. If you get over it, you're not going to find the end of it. They show some pictures in that. Just awesome how big our God is. He's small enough to live in our heart, but he's large enough that nothing can contain him. He's just huge. It's awesome to look at his nature, just that he's showing us now. But anyway, that's real interesting about that ice wall. And my thing on that was, why don't somebody just get one of these? Why don't if they could do it? Why couldn't they do it? They're not going to let us do it, but get one of those drones, turn the camera on, pull down there pretty close, put a camera on, and put one of those drones. Let's let them head south and beam the picture back. Somebody can receive it as far as they can go. I tell you what's going to happen, in my view. If they had a drone that had enough gas in it and it kept flying south, it would come to an end there somewhere and they'd run into something, in my view. I think it would be the base of the firmament that's holding back the water. It contains all the waters in the earth and all the waters. Oh, I ran out of time.